back, guys. Welcome to my sewing corner. Today we are going to be making this Zahra cap that you can see on the screen. I'm not going to be using the Marco. For the replacement of the Marco, I'm going to be using this, my wadding and a peplum stay, okay, so that it can give it the stability I want, and also because it has a glue at the back, so I'm just going to be sticking it onto my fabric. So you will need your satin fabric. So the measurement of my both peplum stay and the wadding, I have 18 inches and I have 3/4 here, as you can see. So for both of them, so 18 by 3/4. So don't go beyond that so that you can get the best of it. This is how you use 2.5 or use 3 or use 3/4, okay? So you can see I have 3/4 for both of them. And my fabric here, okay, my fabric I have is on fold. As you can see, I have 2 layers here, and I've actually weaved all of the edges except for the base because that's where the selvage is, so it's still neat, okay? So I just weaved the upper part and the sides. I have 23 almost 24, so that's like 48 inches, okay, because the allowance that went away for the weaving, so that means I had 48 initially, and the length is 21.5, okay. So actually there's no fixed measurement. It depends on how long you want your scarf to be, how long you want it to be. If you want the tails to be long, that means you can use longer measurements for this, okay, but it's like the average measurement. So if you want it to be very long, you can go ahead and make use of 60, like that. But for the breadth, so for the length, it depends on also how you want it, but this is like the moderate one, 21.5, but please don't use more than 25. If not, you will not, it's going to be, you need to fold and fold and fold, and it may take off the beauty, except you want to form the pleated Zahra scarf, okay. So the reason I used 18 for this my stiffener, or what will give it the stability, is because if you know, the average head circumference for every human is from 21 inches upwards, okay. For me it's 23 inches, that's my head circumference, but for this mannequin is 21. So you're going to subtract like 2 to 3 inches because you don't want your stiffener to get to the back of your head. Can you see? Something like this. You want to give it like 2 or 3 inches allowance, as you can see. So you can see now, that is the way, this is where the scarf will get to, the stiffener will get to on the scarf, okay. So that's it. So yeah, then let's go straight into the tutorial. Now you're going to fold your fabric, like as you can see, and you're going to place your iron. So you're going to need your iron because I want to get this midpoint, I want to get a line. So you're going to fold it until you can get the center, okay, just to get the center. Then I'm going to open it so you can see that I have my center, but I'm going to use the wrong side, and this is the shiny part, so I'm going to use the wrong side, okay. So this is still my center here. Now, so if you're not going to weave yours, that means you're going to fold it twice by the time we get to that point, okay. But I've weaved mine, so I don't have to fold it twice. So now you're going to notch the center of this one and the wadding as well. So just notch one part of it and then notch this one as well, okay. So remember, this is my center line. Now I'm going to take my chalk, and from this center I'm going to measure what I have here plus the allowance I want to give for the folding, okay. So this is what I have here now. Let me just place it so that I can trace it on it. So this is what I have. Then I want to give it like 1/2 inch allowance, that's it, for the folding, okay. So I'm going to, from the center, I'm going to measure 9 to this point and also 9 here. That is, I'm going to have 18 in total, okay. So, I place 9 inches at the center like this, and then mark where 18 is, and also come here and mark the, can you see? So from that point, I'm going to take the 3/4. You know, the width of my stiffener was 3/4 plus 1/2 inch, that's 3/3. So I'll come here and I'm going to measure the 3/3 from the top like this. Measure it here as well, okay. Measure it here as well. You understand now? So I'm going to connect the lines. You understand what I'm trying to do, just to make it easier for us. Then I'm going to connect the line with my ruler. It's just to know where you are going to place your stiffener and then fold on it, okay. I'm going to place wadding first because of the foamy nature of it. So I'm going to place it on this line. Can you see? I'm going to place it like this. So the center of this my notch must be on the center line that we found at the first, so that I can be accurate. So that's it. Can you see that? Then I'm going to place this on it as well. Okay, remember I'm going to stick it with my iron before I go to the machine and sew. So you take your iron and then make sure you iron it. So guys, once you've sticked it really like this, then you're going to fold it. This is going to ensure a very neat finishing. Okay, so make sure you have it folded in properly. Okay, you might take your time because this is actually hot. You know, it took time for it to stick, so you might want to take your time. Okay, so you're going to make sure you pull it like this. Pull it well. You can use your pins, okay, to hold it so that it doesn't go back. So the ½ inch allowance you give here, that's what I'm going to use to sew. That's what I'm going to sew on. So it's either you fold it in or you just sew. Because mine is already weaved, I'm not going to fold it in. So you need your iron again. So what you do, you pull, you place your iron on it, and you see that. You pull the next one, place your iron on it. You pull the next one, place your iron on it. So make sure that the edge here, there's no fabric, okay? Then you pull again. Watch your hand, please. And then until you're done with that part, okay? So you give it a final press, okay? So now you head over to your sewing machine and then you make sure you sew from this, you have just to secure it, because by the time you start washing and reusing, there's a tendency that the glue will shift, okay, or might even remove from the fabric. So just make sure you secure your stitches, your stiffener, okay. You secure it by giving it a stitch here and then all around here, just to secure it, okay. So let's go and do that and we'll come back to show you what next to do. So guys, now that we are done, to tie the scarf, we're going to fold it once like this, and after folding I'm going to iron it because I want it to be very neat. Okay, so I want the stitches to be very folded and to be laid properly. Okay, so I'm going to lay the other side too, so make sure you pull it. You can use your pins if you're not getting it, so then you iron it. Okay, so I'm still going to fold it again. Okay, so that is why you have to determine what you want for this length. Okay, so I'm going to fold it one more time just to get all that fullness. So now iron it one more time. So you can actually decide to embellish it with any of these things. Anyone you have the stone, the rhinestone, anyone that you have, you can actually decide to embellish it with it. So I think I'm going to go with this one, okay, and I'll need my needle and thread. So let me get my manual coin so that we can tie it. So you can see that this is what I folded. The same way you folded, just place it over your head like this and then you tie. So make sure you arrange it properly and decide to tilt it towards the side. You can decide to put the embellishment here, okay, just to give it a bit of beauty so it won't be plain. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, click on the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please click on the red subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.